Hey everybody, it's May 30th, 2009, Saturday. Um, so, the Obama administration still holding on to those photos of the detainees at Abu Ghraib, the ones that the ACLU have asked to be released due to the Freedom of Information Act petition that they filed. Obama administration continues to say, "Hey, look, it's national security. It's best we not release these photos due to keeping our troops safe and due to the possible outrage the photos might create." It's been it's been known now through several sources that these photos allegedly show acts of rape, sodomy, and other sexual abuses being carried out by our soldiers in Iraq on suspected terrorists and detainees. Um, the London Telegraph has also released a report via a military insider saying that these photos do contain pictures of rape, pictures of forced upon sex, and whatnot. The Obama administration, via press secretary Robert Gibbs, continues to deny these charges, saying that the Pentagon is saying, "Oh, that these are trumped up charges. They're not true," and basically that because it's being reported on in the British press, that it's not true. That you can't believe what the British press tells us. Apparently, we're only supposed to trust what the government tells us, or our mainstream press here in the United States. So he says, "Oh, well, they're okay to report on sports or soccer scores, but when it comes to a report actually from one of our inside military general, no, don't believe it. It's false. Don't believe it." Another press person during the other day's press conference asked, "Well, other credible sources have come out and said this in the past." Not by name, but I'm assuming he's talking about Seymour Hersh, the investigative journalist who came out and said in 2007 at the ACLU conference that the pictures that are being held, the pictures that haven't been released, show much worse acts of atrocity than the ones that have been released with the woman with the dog, the dog leash and whatnot. So once again, the Obama administration is going back on what they promised us: transparency through government, as the ACLU has said. Just another example of the just how gullible the administration thinks we are. Although there are people who are gullible, who still have Obama stickers and still support the change that he's bringing to Washington. Although the change that appears to be brought to Washington is nothing of the good kind. It's all continuation of the Bush policies and a cover up of the abuses and lawlessness of the past administration. So how Obama supporters can support this, I don't know. It's pretty obvious that this is not change. This is not change for the good. There's no transparency through government. Continuation of this war on terror, even though it's not even being called the war on terror, according to the Obama administration, is continuing, while he fed us change for months and months at a time on the campaign trail. It just seems to have been complete campaign rhetoric. Not surprising, though. I knew this from the start. That's why I supported Ron Paul and Cynthia McKinney throughout the election. So, just Obama supporters, wake up, man. Your man is not for change. He's obviously continuing the same policies as the Bush administration, and how anybody can back him, I don't understand. Just because he's a Democrat doesn't mean he's better than Bush. Obviously, if you look at his policies and you really take a look at his policies rather than listening to the mainstream media, you will see this. So that's first of all. Number two, starting June 1st, Conan O'Brien will be heading to the airwaves on the as the Tonight Show host. Very cool, very excited to see that change. Jay Leno just brings nothing but bland, dry humor that's really not even that funny. It's just not, it's boring. Unfortunately, a large majority of Americans seem to like Leno's approach, which will probably create low ratings for Conan. But us Conan fans will probably enjoy it nonetheless. So good luck, Conan O'Brien. Hope all is well, and I hope you keep that same formula that you had in New York here in LA. So hopefully it'll be a good show. Just finished the Shock Doctrine, Naomi Klein's book about the rise of disaster capitalism, and I will be doing a review on that, but probably a written review, not a vlog or anything like that, just because I think I could do the book a lot more justice doing a written review. And the next book I will be reading will be kind of a book in a different direction, although I hear it's very political, is Wicked, one of the 3 books put out by Gregory Maguire. It's the other story of the Wizard of Oz and the Wicked Witch of the West. So it should be an interesting read. Natalie says it's a very political read, so I should enjoy that. And while I'm reading that, I'm also going to read The Population Bomb. This is actually, I believe, the first edition of this book. It's been widely regarded as kind of where the environmentalist movement started back in the late 60s by Professor Paul Ehrlich, spelled Ehrlich, out of Stanford. This book was written, like I said, in the late 60s, and claims that in the 1970s and 1980s that there was going to be no food left for anybody, and there was going to be no room for anybody because of overpopulation. And in this book, apparently he's, from what I've heard and what I've read a little bit online about it, is that he suggests a one-child policy, much like they have in China, and sterilization drugs in the water, all kinds of whacked out shit. So this is kind of the beginning of the environmentalist movement. A Sierra Club book, and 95 cents. And I actually found there is in here a copy. I wish I could find it. Let's see. No, it's somewhere in here. Got an actual. Here it is. I didn't get this on camera. But this is an actual receipt for the book, original receipt, in 1970 from Golden West College in Huntington Beach. Found it in the actually found this book in the dumpster at work. Somebody dumped a ton of old classic books, and I found this and said, "Ooh, quite interesting." So, yeah. So beyond that, that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys later.